Can you remember the first time someone said, "Hey Argo, you want to play Dungeons and Dragons"? Can you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That person honestly was the namesake of Garte, the cafeteria manager.
Oh,
Was
really?
the guy who proposed first that, hey, do you wanna that we got this thing going? Do you wanna come and join us? And here's some history. Gart, the cafeteria manager, and Robert, they had like a little bit of a rivalry going. Like to be fair, it was kind of how do I say it, one-sided a little bit, because Robert is unbelievably talented. Like I thought it back then. I still think that. And I think like maybe I should have said earlier, but that this group of nine people, all of us except me, I think, had some creative aspirations. Like some people were writing poems, some people were drawing. One person was unbelievable artist. This is the person, Yuri Saks is his name, who drew concepts for the Kinema, for example, for this guy. Anyways, a lot of people had these artistic aspirations, and you could say that that's not the expression we used, but in retrospect, I would say that this is a little bit of a group of Renaissance men happening there. But of course, when you have a group of people with these aspirations, you can't help but compare yourselves to others. And Garte, the cafeteria manager, he drew a little bit and he wrote a little bit, and he also wanted to be a dungeon master a little bit. But with all respect, I very much still like Garte, the cafeteria manager, but it was never a fair competition. Like Robert was frustratingly good at everything he did. Like even this little you drink coffee and absent-mindedly just scribble on the paper, and it looks like turns into this beautiful pattern of roses and swords and stuff. And Garte, the cafeteria manager, is drawing little stick figures. in the same way with writing a little bit. And Garte, the cafeteria manager, had gotten his hands on some 3.5 edition Dungeons and Dragons, I think. And because the last one the guys played without this was before me. This is this weird version that is I've sometimes called it 2.5 Dungeons and Dragons, but as I've now gone through some old documents and shit, I think it was actually one of those powered by Apocalypse rule sets, not actually 2.5 Dungeons and Dragons. I know Robert has referenced it as bootleg D&D, something like this. But I think like in actuality, I think it was a powered by Apocalypse system. So basically, they were in between games, and what I agreed to join initially was Garte Cafeteria Manager's campaign. And yeah, we actually did. We did end up many years later playing it a little bit. But this is a different branch. It doesn't have a lot to do anymore with Elysium, because at that point the strife between Robert and Garte Cafeteria Manager had grown so large they weren't able to play together anymore.
I have to ask now, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Just hearing you talk about the nature of Garte, the Cafeteria Manager, I'm already getting a sense of why Garte was a kind of conflict character, right? Or there's like all these references from Harry. Oh, it's that Garte always riding my ass. He's trying to make me do this. Does that kind of come from this tension between the two creators? Is would you say that's played a part there, or are they not linked?
Honestly, like I don't know how to exactly answer that. Like I would say that Robert nailed the actual real life Garte with the character in Disco Elysium, but nailed it in a way that there's no ill will there, no matter the competition or rivalry between them. It's very respectful. I would say. And Garte Cafeteria Manager, it's one of those people. I think everyone has one of those people in their lives that you could talk for like days and hours because he's such a character in many ways. But it's also one of those things that to tell it to someone who's never met the guy, I don't know how much of it comes across.
Yeah.
He's incredible character. He was the first one of us who made a very serious attempt to grow a beard, and it was one of those, like the 16-year-old beards where you're literally counting the separate heads.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines in the opening part of the game. Actually, is how Harry internalizes Garte as the man with the unimpressive beard. Like there's nothing else about him that matters. It's just he's got a really crap beard. Oh dear.